Welcome to Sunny Meadow Farm, a magical place where the sun always seems to shine just a little brighter and the air is filled with the sweet scent of wildflowers. Here, every corner of the farm is bursting with color and life, and every day brings a new story waiting to unfold. On this farm, every day is an adventure. Whether it's chasing butterflies, playing hide-and-seek among the haystacks, or simply watching the clouds drift by, there's always something fun to do and new friends to meet. The barn stands tall and bright red at the heart of the farm, surrounded by lush green grass that feels soft under your feet. All around, flowers bloom in every color you can imagine, reds, yellows, blues, and purples, making the meadow look like a giant, cheerful painting. Living here are four best friends who make every day special: the clever little red hen, the sleepy dog, the playful cat, and the silly duck. Together, they fill the farm with laughter and joy. The little red hen is always bustling about in her bright blue apron, clucking with excitement as she looks for seeds to plant or tasty treats to share. She's the heart of the group, always ready to help and full of clever ideas. Dog, with his big floppy green hat, loves nothing more than to find a cozy patch of grass and take a nap in the sunshine. He dreams of chasing squirrels and running through fields, his tail wagging even as he sleeps. Cat, always looking her best with a sparkly bow on her head, spends her days preening and making the silliest faces in puddles. She loves to see her reflection and practice her pounces, hoping to impress her friends with her graceful leaps. Duck, in his bright yellow wellies, is the farm's entertainer. He quacks silly songs, splashes in every puddle he can find, and does a wiggly dance that makes everyone giggle. There's never a dull moment when Duck is around. Today the sun is shining extra warm, and the sky is a brilliant blue. So blue it almost looks like a painting. The air is buzzing with excitement, and it feels like something wonderful is about to happen on the farm. Out in the meadow, the friends are busy enjoying the beautiful day. Dog snoozes peacefully in the shade. Cat balances a daisy on her nose and tries not to sneeze. Duck splashes in a sparkling puddle, and the little red hen pecks curiously at the earth, always searching for something new. But today is different. As the little red hen pecks at the ground, she's about to stumble upon a surprising discovery, one that will lead all four friends on the most exciting and fun-filled adventure they've ever had together. Early one sunny morning, as the gentle breeze rustled the leaves and the garden sparkled with dew, the little red hen was busy scratching in the soft, warm dirt. She loved exploring her garden, always curious about what she might find hidden beneath the soil. Every day brought a new surprise, and today was no different. Suddenly, her sharp eyes spotted something tiny and special: a single grain of wheat glimmering in the sunlight. It was so small, almost easy to miss, but the little red hen knew that even the tiniest things could hold big possibilities. As she held the grain in her beak, she began to dream. She imagined planting it, watching it grow tall and golden, and then turning it into a warm, delicious loaf of bread. The thought made her heart flutter with excitement. What a wonderful treat it would be to share with her friends. Bursting with enthusiasm, the little red hen hurried to find her friends, the dog, the cat, and the duck. She showed them the tiny seed, her eyes shining with hope. "Look what I found," she chirped. "If we plant it together, we can make bread for everyone to enjoy." But Dog, who was stretched out in the shade, yawned a big, lazy yawn. "Not I," he mumbled, curling up for another nap. "I need to finish my nap, maybe later." Cat, who was busy grooming her shiny fur, shook her head and replied, "Not I. I just cleaned my fur, and I don't want to get dirty again." Duck, who was splashing and practicing her best water tricks, wiggled her tail feathers and said, "Not I. I have to practice my splash, maybe some other time." The little red hen looked at her friends, her eyes full of hope, wishing they would join her in this exciting adventure. She thought how much fun it would be to work together, laughing and helping each other, but her friends were too busy playing their own games, not noticing how important this little seed could be. They chased each other, rolled in the grass, and giggled, leaving the little red hen standing alone with her big idea. Planting the seed would be the very first step towards something truly wonderful, a journey that could turn a tiny grain into a feast for all. The Little Red Hen knew that every big dream starts with a small action. She closed her eyes and pictured her friends digging and laughing together, making the work light and fun. But when she opened her eyes, she realized she would have to begin on her own. With a determined cluck, she said, "Then I will do it myself." She wasn't afraid of hard work, especially when it meant making her dream come true. Sometimes the biggest adventures and the greatest rewards begin with just one small, brave step. The Little Red Hen knew that even if she was alone, she could still make something amazing happen. And so, with hope in her heart and the tiny seed in her wing, the Little Red Hen got to work, ready to start her journey, one small step at a time. The Little Red Hen planted the seed, watered it, and watched it grow into tall golden wheat. When it was ready to harvest, she found her friends playing near the barn. "Who will help me reap the wheat?" she asked, hoping for help. Dog flopped down, dizzy from spinning. "Not I," Cat preened. "Not I. My bow might snag." Duck giggled. "Not I have to teach the frogs my dance." The Little Red Hen sighed, but her smile stayed. "Then I will do it myself," she said, and set to work. Sometimes you have to do things alone, even when you wish for company. But she was determined to see her idea through. The wheat was ready, but the sack was heavy. The Little Red Hen asked, "Who will help me carry it to the mill?" Dog patted his full tummy. "Not I, I'm too full." Cat frowned. "Not I? The dust might make me sneeze." Duck shook his head. "Not I need to check on the brook." The Little Red Hen nodded. "Then I will do it myself." She pushed and pulled the sack down the path, over the bridge to the mill. The kind old owl ground her wheat into soft white flour. She carried the flour home, tired but proud. Sometimes hard work is its own reward. The kitchen was ready, and so was she. It was time to bake the bread. The Little Red Hen put on her blue apron and got out her biggest bowl. She mixed the flour, water, yeast, and salt, kneading the dough with care. Her friends peeked through the window, curious. "Who will help me bake the bread?" she called. Dog shook his head. "Not I. That looks like hard work." Cat flicked her tail. "Not I. My bow might get messy." Duck quacked. "Not I just splash it everywhere." The Little Red Hen smiled. "Then I will do it myself." She shaped the dough and placed it in the oven. The kitchen filled with the warm, delicious smell of baking bread. The smell of fresh bread drifted across the farm. Dog's nose twitched, Cat's whiskers wiggled, and Duck waddled toward the kitchen. They all gathered at the window, eyes wide and tummies rumbling. The Little Red Hen took the golden loaf from the oven and set it on the windowsill. The friends stared, hungry and hopeful. They remembered how the Little Red Hen had worked while they played. The bread looked perfect, big, golden, and delicious. The friends wished they had helped. The Little Red Hen saw their faces and understood. She knew sharing was the best part of any adventure. The friends waited, hoping for a taste. The Little Red Hen made her decision. Sometimes kindness is the most important ingredient. The Little Red Hen stepped outside with the warm golden loaf of bread cradled in her wings. The delicious smell drifted through the air, making everyone's mouths water. The sun was shining, and the whole farm seemed to glow with excitement. She looked at her friends who had gathered around her, their eyes wide with hope and hunger. "Who will help me eat this bread?" she asked with a twinkle in her eye. "I will," barked Dog. "I will," meowed Cat. "I will," quacked Duck. They all sounded so eager, their tails wagging and whiskers twitching. The Little Red Hen smiled gently, her heart full of warmth. She remembered how she had asked for help so many times and how her friends had always found something else to do. But now, they were here, ready to share in the reward. "All the jobs today were part of making this bread," she said kindly. "From planting the seeds to harvesting the wheat, to grinding the flour and baking the loaf. Every step mattered. It was a lot of work, but it was worth it. Work is more fun together, and sharing makes everything better," she continued. "When we help each other, even the hardest jobs feel lighter, and when we share what we've made, it tastes even more delicious." Her friends nodded, understanding at last. They realized that being part of something from the very beginning made the reward so much sweeter. They felt proud and a little bit sorry for not helping before. The Little Red Hen broke the bread into big, warm pieces for everyone, making sure each friend had a generous slice. The crust was crispy, and the inside was soft and fluffy. They sat together on the soft grass, the sun shining down, and took their first bites. The bread was the best they'd ever tasted, rich, hearty, and full of love. Laughter bubbled up as they shared stories and enjoyed their meal. It was more than just bread. It was a symbol of their hard work, their friendship, and the joy of sharing. Every crumb was a reminder of what they could do when they worked together. From that day on, the friends promised to help each other, no matter how big or small the task. They knew that together, they could accomplish anything. And so, the best adventures on Sunny Meadow Farm were always the ones they shared, filled with laughter, teamwork, and the warmth of true friendship. As the sun set over the barnyard, the friends finished their bread, their hearts full and happy. On Sunny Meadow Farm, every day ended with laughter, friendship, and a little bit of bread to share.